Well, there you have the team composition for both these squads. In just a little bit, we're going to be seeing action as we take a look at the team list for the Malaysia Leopards. They've got Wei Kiat, Teo, Chui, Oh Hao, Lo Wei. We've got Misbun Ramdan, Iskandar, Zulkarnan, and Zulfadli Zulkifli, who will be seeing action a little bit later on in the singles. For Indonesia, Rajawali. We've got Rustavito, Rumbaka, Saputro, Pratama, Sugiarto, their main doubles. And we've also got Gunawan and Chandra, who will also be showcasing their wares in the doubles competition. Here's the match draws for today. Malaysia Leopards up against Indonesia Rajawali. In the very first match, it's Misbun Ramdan up against Tommy Sugiarto from Indonesia. Second match will be the doubles. It'll be Teo Yi and Nelson Heg up against Chandra and Gunawan. And in our third singles, it'll be Zulkifli up against Rumbaka. Boy, looking at all the three matches, they're all going to be tight. Indonesia might have the slight advantage in the doubles. But this first match is a virtual toss-up, though you might have to say that that gentleman on your screen a while ago might be a little bit hard-pressed against Sugiarto. Misbun Ramdan, ranked number 1, plays right-handed, 21 years of age. His best rank ever was at 86. On the other side of the court, you've got Tommy Sugiarto, age 24, but already a veteran, really. Current rank is 16. That is his best rank ever. So right now, they're saying he's playing his best badminton as of late. Total record playing the sport of badminton is 168. Wins 73 losses. He's played that many matches already at a very young age of 24. This year, not really off to a good start with a 9-6 record. Our match umpire from Singapore, we got Richard Ding. He will handle the proceedings here. And he will be assisted by our service judge, Judith Brosula. Of course, this second generation of players here that you're watching. Tommy Sugiarto. And that's the son of Misbun, Sidek. So obviously a lot of quality and of course veteran leadership here as far as they're concerned. We talked about Sugiarto last week in depth, really. And he's one of the players, obviously, that Indonesia is looking forward to. Father Ikuk was a long time Ichuk, yes. Ichuk, of course, conquered the World Championships in 1983. And right now, his son trying to pave his own way.
Represented by Tommy Sugiarto. On my left, Malaysia Leopards, represented by Misbun Ramdan. Malaysia Leopards to serve, level, play.
Our very first match here in this tie between the two B squads of Indonesia and Malaysia has just gotten underway. Sugiarto comes out on top. That just could be important to things to come very close rallies by both these players. It's going to be a nick and tuck affair all throughout. That's going to go long. Quickly, Sugiarto races out to a 2-0 lead. That's going to be wide. First point here for Malaysia. And the crowd goes wild. Tied at 2. That is long. People always say it's such a challenge for youngsters. It's another point here for Sugiarto. He's now up 4-2. It's so difficult to be able to live up to the expectations of everybody, especially after you've got such big shoes to fill. Right now, Ramdan and Sugiarto making that trek. That stays inside. And Sugiarto now up 5-2. Well, credit's got to go to these young gentlemen. They're trying to pave their way. Trying to fill in those huge shoes that both their fathers once wore. It's now 7-2. Not to say this was not expected. Looking at the world rankings, they are worlds apart. Well played there by Ramdan. Now Ramdan making a charge here. Stays inside, poorly judged by Sugiarto. We talked about the rankings. Sugiarto ranked at number 16 in the world as we speak. On the other hand, Ramdan at number 90. Well played again by Ramdan. He saw the opening. Hit a half smash. And now he's within 1. Another mistake that time by Ramdan. Just too many unforced errors as far as he's concerned. He's got 6 already. That's accounted for 80% of Sugiarto's points. Stays in. Well played once again by Ramdan. You get the feeling that Ramdan feels like he is the better player. The crowd feels the same way. The only thing is his lack of consistency has really done him in. Sugiarto, though, has been content to play the waiting game. Ramdan is actually obliged with just so Sugiarto up by 2. You can see whenever Ramdan puts on the pressure, more oftentimes than not, he will win the point. Well played again by Ramdan. And now we're tied at 9 apiece. Sugiarto has to change his strategy at this stage. He cannot afford to just wait for Ramdan to make a mistake. Much better play. That time, he dictated the pace of that rally and eventually won the point. Forcing and pushing the action there and drawing that mistake there from Ramdan. Well played point. And again, it's Ramdan with an unforced error. And very quickly, the coaches into the court to talk to the respective players. Once again, welcome back to the Axiata Cup here at the Stadium Badminton Kuala Lumpur in Cheras, Malaysia. This is the richest team event in the sport of badminton with a total prize money of $1 million. Sugiarto there, getting additional pointers. He leads by 2. 6 countries have joined the Axiata Cup. Indonesia, Malaysia sending 2 teams each. Thailand, Singapore, the Philippines, and Vietnam also competed here in the group stages. Thailand, Singapore, the Philippines, and Vietnam fell by the wayside. And right now here in the home and away semi-finals of the Axiata Cup, we've got Indonesia and Malaysia, 2 countries left standing. That's well played by Sugiarto. He's got to realize he just cannot sit back and wait for Ramdan's mistakes. They have been coming, yes. But you need to dictate the point. Nice counter drop that time. And Ramdan within 2. Again, Ramdan taking control of that point. I'm not quite sure if Sugiarto is playing possum, but it's not going to work. Just too many mistakes from Ramdan. And sometimes you can't blame the strategy of Sugiarto. He sees his opponent making just so many unforced errors. Already 9 for Ramdan. That time, well played again by Sugiarto. And he's now 3 points clear of his opponent. Very poor lift by Ramdan. It's like he was asking for that smash to come his way. And he got it. Smash winners. 2 for Sugiarto, 1 for Ramdan. Plays halted briefly here in the Axiata Cup. But this is actually the event that everybody here in Southeast Asia is talking about right now, and why not? With a total prize money of $1 million. There's just so much money to go around. In fact, even if you don't make it out of the group group stages, your team takes home 50,000 US. Sugiarto now has opened a 4-point lead. Another mistake there by Ramdan. Looking at the score, Sugiarto 16-11. I'm shaking my head here. 11 of the 16 points of Sugiarto, all on the mistakes of Ramdan. That looked wide. Sugiarto pushed to the limit by Ramdan, and he comes up with a mistake. Last week, Sugiarto was very displeased about what happened in the third and final day of the group stages, where he was counted on by his squad, but he couldn't play. He was down with the fever, but his teammates picked up the slack, won the tie against Malaysia, and that's why they picked up the #1 seeding. Stays in. Ramdan now with 2 points put together, making a late charge here in the first game. Sugiarto gambled, thought that was going to go wide. That goes wide this time. Sugiarto again with a 4-point advantage. Ramdan going for those lines a little bit too much, and it has cost him. That's wide. And the Malaysians here inside the Badminton Stadium going nuts. They're trying to be the extra push that can help Ramdan to victory. Sugiarto, though, on the other hand, looks unfazed. This is the Axiata Cup inaugural staging for what is the richest team event in the sport of badminton. And there's a shot of the fans. They want to go ballistic, but they need Ramdan to win this first game for them to do so. And again Ramdan with a mistake. Sugiarto up by 4. Let's look back on your screens. You will be seeing action a little bit later on in the third match, second men's singles. Well played by Sugiarto. Waited for the right opportunity, finally got it. It's called in. At the same time, there was also a touch nonetheless. But it's now or never here for Ramdan. That's well played again by Sugiarto. And it's now game point. 13 unforced errors for Ramdan has been his real downfall here in the first game. That's wide. Ramdan still alive. Crowd now on the edge of their seats. Ramdan has got to be perfect from here on in. That's well played again. Ramdan showing some resolve here. Again, Sugiarto playing the waiting game, found the right opportunity, took advantage, and has taken the first game. 21-17. Watch it once again. Just too many mistakes here for Ramdan. 13 unforced errors out of 21 points of Tommy Sugiarto. In fact, Sugiarto, looking at his smash winners, with 4, he was a little bit more consistent. Sugiarto with 8 unforced errors. Right now you can see the coaches talking to the respected players once again. These two gentlemen you're watching right now are kids of 2 great players. One from Indonesia and the other one from Malaysia. And I'm sure their fathers watching on television right now. We're coming to you live from the stadium Badminton, Kuala Lumpur, Cheras, Malaysia, for the Axiata Cup 2012. Sugiarto winning that first game, 21-17. The Axiata Cup employs a 3-match format for a tie. Singles, doubles, and then singles. The first phase of the tournament, which happened last weekend, was the group stage, with each group composed of 4 teams each. Top 2 qualified for the semifinals, which is a very unique home and away format. That's what you're witnessing right now. The match between Malaysia Leopards and Indonesia Rajawali. Tomorrow, these two teams head over to Jakarta for the second leg. That's well played. Ramdan. All he's got to do is just play a tighter match. Reduce his mistakes, reduce those unforced errors. Sugiarto's got to realize he's got to put on a little bit more pressure. Very quickly now, Ramdan races to a 3-0 lead. exactly what we talked about. 13 unforced errors in the first game for Ramdan. Sugiarto cannot expect Ramdan to make the same number. It's now 4-love for Malaysia. Another unforced error this time by Sugiarto. Sugiarto already with 3 unforced errors to begin our second game. That's sent wide. Very poor shot by Ramdan. He took that for granted. He was again leading that rally. It should be 6-love. That stays inside. This has been a very totally different Ramdan. Total change from the very first game. Just when I say that, Ramdan comes up with another unforced error. Helps Ramdan establish a 5-point lead. Sugiarto taking that a little bit too late. Easy kill. And the shoe is now on the other foot. Look at that poor lift. That was like feeding into the Leopards. Suddenly, finally, Sugiarto with some life. He's still down big though. Doing what is expected of him here in the second game. Just making less mistakes. Sugiarto has been making mistake after mistake after mistake. And the world number 16 right now on the ropes here early in the second game. Opportunity to go for the kill. He went for the smash and in fact sent it wide. You know what was so reminiscent of what we saw in the first game from Ramdan. He's now coming to the forefront again. Just too many unforced errors. Unforced errors already. 8 already here. That's wide again. What has happened? This is now the same Ramdan we've seen we got used to seeing in that very first game. To start off the second game, he was very tight. Cleaned up his act. But suddenly, seems like the wheels are falling apart once again. Finally, with a smash winner. And that brings the crowd to its feet. He needs to give this crowd something to cheer for, something to cheer about. That silences the crowd. Excellent drop shot, well disguised. But Ramdan gets to the interval first. It's a little bit of an improvement. But looking at the numbers of unforced errors, you maybe can't believe it. Ramdan in the first game alone had 11 unforced errors. Now already with 9 for a total of 20 here in this match. As you can see, all the points then of Sugiarto have been on the mistakes here of Ramdan. Ramdan is virtually handling this match on a silver platter. Welcome back to the action here in the Axiata Cup. The richest team event in the sport of badminton. Coming to you from the Stadium Badminton Kuala Lumpur, Cheras, Malaysia. This is the first leg of this tie between the Malaysia Leopards and Indonesia Rajawali. The second leg will be held tomorrow in Jakarta. Net not helping that time. Still will go down as an unforced error though. You see the numbers, 21-13. And now Sugiarto starting to feel a little bit more comfortable here with his match against Ramdan. That goes long. Ramdan just cannot find the lines here today. And Sugiarto has put 4 straight points together. After being now 9-11, he's now up 13-11. Another mistake. What has gone on here? Ramdan looking for answers here as he takes this break. It is allowed by Richard Ting. He's got to gather his thoughts. He's got to gather his wits. That's poorly played again. But Indonesia obviously is favored here in this tie. But in the sport of badminton, anything can happen. Kept that alive. was well disguised. Ramdan thought it was going in the other direction. Watch it here. What patience shown by both these gentlemen. You can see when he went up in the air, talking about Sugiarto. He was facing the backhand side of Ramdan. Suddenly, with a flick of the wrist, sends it to the left side of the court, and Ramdan not expecting that one. 16-11 is our score here in the Axiata Cup in Kuala Lumpur. Finally, Ramdan showing some life. That's actually his first point after the interval. It's been a long time coming for Misbun Ramdan. Still not out of it though. This, I think, has got to be his last-ditch stand. He cannot afford to give Sugiarto a couple of more gifts here and there, or that mountain will just be too hard to climb. Wide once again. And the crowd now trying to make as much noise, trying to rattle Sugiarto. There you can see the unforced error numbers. Poor push. Again, impatience showing here. It should have been his point to win. What was he thinking of that time? There was no question that was going down. No question that was well inside the court. And he allowed it to drop. Watch it here. Well inside the line, at least 4 inches. Well, he's battling back. The world number 90 has got to come up with a better showing. Excellent play by Sugiarto, aided by the net cord. And now Sugiarto just 2 points away from getting this first match in their home and away tie against the Malaysia Leopards. That's poorly played again. And it is now match point here for Indonesia, Rajawali. Obviously, the experience of Sugiarto shining through here. Well, Ramdan is a young kid, 21 years of age. He will only get better. And a world best ranking of number 86, currently ranked number 90 at this point. Son of Misbun. And that's all she wrote for this match. It's the son of the Indonesian great Sugiarto, Tommy, coming out on top over Misbun's son, Ramdan. And the very first match of this tie goes to Indonesia. Well, they are the favorite team here. And as expected, they've won the first match, and they now lead the tie 1-0 to 21-17, 21-16. Tommy Sugiarto over Misbun Ramdan.